We got to get lunch.
No,
We got a meeting at 1.
Let's try to keep it close to 30 minutes.
I like that.
I think that's the sweet spot.
I agree.
It's that apple pie.
Yeah. No tangents this time.
No politics.
We do have the guitar.
You know what's weird about the politics, though? Some of the most successful podcasts out, and I know we're branded different, we're crypto, we're NFT and all that stuff, but they're going politics right now.
Yeah. Well.
And we're both very...
I like NFTs.
I love NFTs. What I'm saying is we both have very strong opinions on politics.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. We used to have a paper saying, hey, we're going to talk about this, but welcome to the podcast.
Oh, and you can get our podcast. Welcome to the next episode of Off the Cuff. And then what's the other one? You can get your podcast on Spotify or wherever you enjoy downloading your podcast from.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking about the Bored Ape merch. I got some merch. Huge hack. Maybe a real quick take on the slap heard around the world.
Slap heard around the world.
Yeah. That'd be pretty good. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, let's get right into it. What do we have first? What are we talking about? The merch here? No. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so the Bored Ape Yacht Club, they dropped that ape coin to everybody. Looks like, there's a little utility with it, but Bored Ape, you're able to buy this clothing. You had to spend ape coin, and you had to have the wallet with the ape connected. So I got the green, the green pants, green hoodie, green shirt, green hat. I got a little drip. I got a little drip. Yeah. What's your take on the crypto clothing?
Well, I am embarrassed that I sold my ape. I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Okay.
So I know you've been waiting for me to say that. And you were right and I was wrong. So I missed out. I don't feel comfortable. I don't know. Some people do this. This is a good question. I don't feel comfortable buying any ape merch if I don't own an ape. So I don't want to be one of those posers.
Yeah, you don't want to be a poser, a fake, a phony.
A phony.
Yeah.
And so, but I do look at that. Like, I've always liked their merch, even when it's just like this guy here. Let me move my microphone. That guy. I like just the skull, the ape head. They've done a great job, I think, branding, and it's very sought after merch, mainly because of the brand, but also because of the artwork.
Yeah, some of those OG hoodies, like extra large, is like $1,500, selling for $1,500.
But you think that's brand new in the package, right?
Yeah, it's in the package still.
So you are not going to do that.
I'm wearing it.
You're going to wear it. You're repping it.
I'm repping it as part of the brand.
You're buried
at this point. You know what I mean? I'm marry in it. I'm gonna get buried in it. And
wait. Did you ask her to marry you? This is breaking news.
No, I did not.
Okay.
But we did go out, car shopping. Helped her out with a little vehicle.
Not ring shopping though. Not yet.
No. Well, I mean, wheel's the shape of a ring, so does that count? 4 rings, O-rings on all the gaskets. But yeah, back to the merch thing. Here's a question, because I see some people say this. It's a security risk. You go to NYC, you go to Miami, there's scammers, there's shady schemers everywhere, lurking in the corners, hiding in the shadows, waiting to jump out of the tree.
Shadow people.
Yeah, the people you see when you have sleep paralysis.
Yeah,
they have the red glowing eyes. You're trying to move, but they're holding a pillow above your head.
Shadow people.
Why does the shadow person look exactly like my girlfriend? I don't know. I think it's a dream. But do you think it's a security risk wearing a Bored Ape hoodie?
All right, we have talked about this before. I think that it is going to be in the future a security risk because now you're seeing large figures on main, like $1 million ape, $100 million NFT purchase, all these things coming out, and people more so the more intelligent criminals are seeing that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about the crackhead with a pencil that's trying to take you for your $5 in your pocket. I'm talking about the organized crime kind of people. You're going to see a lot of that in the future, I think, as more and more of this stuff becomes valuable and they figure out, hey, it's just on a MetaMask on somebody's cell phone.
I almost hesitate to mention this, but we've talked about this, traveling with Ben, with BitBoy.
Yeah.
I mean, you get me, you, TJ, and Ben in a room. That's a lick.
That's a lick.
Yeah.
Now, gun to your head, are you giving out your seed phrase?
I'm giving them everything on my one MetaMask, and I'm gonna hopefully they're not sophisticated enough to click account wallet 2, wallet 3. Now let me see your Solana wallet. Now let me see your Cardano wallet. Let me see. Oh, I heard you talk about KuCoin. Open your KuCoin. Hopefully, I could just maybe they're even so dumb I just open my Coinbase, which doesn't have too much in it. A couple ETH worth, I guess, is in my Coinbase. So I can say, you have everything in my Coinbase. It's all I have. They might believe me.
4 chain link?
Because they're going to take my 4 chain link. My 0.4. 4.4. Okay, I DCA'd Friday.
I really think you're going to start seeing a lot of that kind of stuff. Like maybe in the next 5 years, you're going to see that kind of, here's the headline. Man robbed for his MetaMask
Okay,
wallet.
so let me ask you this. Do you think we should have security detail at some point in the near
Should we
future?
have security here? That's another good question.
Man. I didn't think we did until you said that. And now I kind of like the vibe of, I don't want one of the, look, we love our security people. Here we go with the hot takes already. But sometimes you go to Waffle House, it's 2 a.m., and you're like, what is this person doing? I worked security. I didn't have a gun. I was at a college bar near some military bases. Nothing crazy. It wasn't the double deuce. I'm not saying I'm Patrick Swayze reincarnated. But I've seen security people at malls, and you're like, you can't chase anybody down. So what kind of security guy should we get? Should we get like bare, bargain? Or should we get like some ex-Navy SEAL who's like super intense, somewhere in between? What do you want?
I don't want Paul Blart. I want somebody with some skills, some pretty decent resume, like ex Secret Service.
Now, what does that resume look like?
Ex Secret Service.
Secret Service. So it's Secret Service or bust here.
Well, it doesn't have to be Secret Service or bust, but something similar to that.
Okay,
maybe
you trying to do like a House of Cards thing? You take security guy home.
Do you see Mayweather's security guards?
Big dudes.
Huge. You just need one of those guys. I'm not coming. I'm not coming in.
Yeah, I mean, you saw what they did to the Paul brother, right?
Yeah.
Was it
yoked him up or something
Jake,
like that?
I think. Hannah, which Paul brother got punched by Mayweather security?
It was Jake.
How do you not know this?
I think it was Jake.
Yeah, remember when he stole his hat? I got
Jake.
your hat.
Oh,
it wasn't Mayweather. Oh, Mayweather
Logan
did get a
Paul
lick
fought.
in, but it was the security that got most of the licks in.
And Mayweather was mad about that, not really about the hat, but he hadn't had his hair done yet.
Yeah.
And he
didn't have a fresh fade.
There was a bald spot
I get it.
There was a bald spot there if you look at the video footage. So it wasn't the hat, it was the bald spot. Mayweather's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you start pushing 40, especially if you got high T,
40, isn't he?
that high T lifestyle.
High T.
I can relate. I get it. But I don't know. I got Taco some clothing as well. I think the pants were $90. I think it was worth it.
So Taco has an A.
No,
So I'm a
I could
poser.
purchase more. Go ahead.
I'm a poser because I don't have a Muon or a Bored
He's
Ape.
the poser we were talking about. I want to be that guy.
You supported a poser.
No, are you going to open it or sell it? I mean, are you going to, open, wear it, or are you going to sell it?
I think I'm gonna wear it. Definitely gonna wear it. And so someone comes up to me and tries to scam me, and I'll be like, "Psych, I don't have one."
And then you give him your Eververse NFT. But he'll never give up his Pluto Alliance. He has that in his Trezor. I think locked in a safe.
Yeah.
That's where I put mine.
Well, the seed phrase is broken in half. Half of it's on another continent, and the other half's here, like Vitalik.
Yeah.
That's how you have to treat your Pluto.
That's how you got to do it.
Very valuable.
You got to make an intercontinental flight if you want to get into my wallet with a 4 chain link. What else do we got besides the merch? Now we had some news with a giant hack. I don't know. This is breaking. This kind of just happened. Over 600 million. It's crypto, it ruins you, $1 billion market cap or whatever. Crypto's 1.8 trillion. This is huge. It's a $500 million heist. This is an Ocean's 14 movie.
Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This is a great segue into what I'm talking about. You're going to see more of this kind of stuff. Now, this is on a greater scale. Obviously, this is a hack and stuff like that. But you're seeing this stuff being targeted. You're seeing large, contract exploits are very common in the space. People don't realize that when you are interacting with contracts, whether it's a blockchain game or some kind of yield farming, DeFi play, you're at the mercy of whoever built that particular contract. And the problem is what you've seen in the past is you see where developers have definitely created back doors into this coding. I don't know what happened here. Maybe it tells us, but it's definitely Wild West. And that's why I think some sort of regulation probably needs to be entered into the space, some type of security or protection for people that are going to be participating in this. I know people are like anti-regulation, anti-security. Well, okay. Well, this is the kind of thing that happens in the Wild West. That's how it was in the Wild West. Tombstone days. This is what you get.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of money. I mean, that's a whole nother can of worms. You know, how do you introduce a FDIC style system into crypto when it's global? You know, probably pretty unenforceable. But I mean, $500 million, that's some serious money. I know they basically faked validation signatures. You had to get 5 of the 9 to sign for any kind of withdrawal, and they were able to spoof that. But yeah, I mean, they can't really even cash this out. You know what I mean? They did do some, I think this is to confuse authorities. They deposited a bunch into just a bunch of random like KYC'd accounts. I don't think they're smart enough to steal 600 million, then dumb enough to send $10,000 to their own address. So I think it's like to throw people off the trail. You know what I mean? Because the more transactions you throw at authorities, you know, the longer it is, they have to investigate everything, and easier it is to get away with it.
So it was Ethereum that they stole out of this, right?
The vast majority, yeah, 175.
So there are ways to get this out. You can throw it in a tumbler or tornado.
Well, tornado cash they can track past a certain amount. And it really doesn't take too much. Like you go past 3 ETH and they can kind of track it because it has such small volume on Tornado Cash. Yeah, so you drop in 100 mil, like it's just easily tracked.
There's other tumblers that will enable. It would take a long time, but there's definitely ways to kind of get around some of this stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like you got to spend 200 gas for every like $1,000. You got to do like $1,000 at a time. Probably 200-300 in gas fees just to get 100 sandwiches.
That's miserable. I wonder if they thought about this. They thought this through before they did it.
Well, the last hack, the guy gave it back. Remember?
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, see what I can do."
And then they were like, "Well, we tracked your IP address," and
that was the Solana ETH bridge.
Yeah, these bridges. You gotta be careful with these bridges. You gotta be careful, like if you got a DeFi play is giving you staking, and it's relying on a bridge, it can bite you in the butt. I've had Daffy, I know, it wasn't even like their coin, but they were on a bridge. They had one of several bridges. It got hacked, and, I mean, price fell like 80%. I bought the dip, and ended up being really good, but, like, I mean, it definitely hurt for a short period. If I wouldn't have bought in on the dip, I would have probably, lost some money.
I have a question for you guys. So what's your opinion on the fact that they kind of kept this hidden because it happened on March 23rd?
Yeah, it happened a week ago. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Like, it was going to come out. Now, I mean, I don't know if they did know or not know. You know what I mean? Like, people are saying, like, oh, it was all on chain. You know what it's like. I mean, when's the last time we've checked the Pluto Alliance, contract, every single OpenSea transaction to see, like, you got a lot of things moving around. This is just a bridge they're building a game. They're making a game. They got a lot of irons and a lot of fires. This is just one of 500 fires. So they didn't have an eye on it like they should have.
Well, just the dollar amount alone would kind of signal that they probably knew about it. But I can understand trying to like give it some time. I mean, you got to play this right. You got to really, when you bring this out into the open, you got to really know how you're going to do it, because it can really kind of destroy projects. So I don't knock them for not telling them. I do think they knew, but I don't knock them for not. I mean, if it's $1,000 or $5,000, I understand. But if it's $500 million, they knew, and they're probably just thinking of like, okay, what's the best way? Damage control. How are we going to get this out there where it's not going to destroy us and all this stuff? So
NFT LA is going on, and this Axie Infinity bridge. Axie Infinity had late, someone like going on stage.
They were late,
yeah. Like then this news broke. I don't know. I know Meta Money was there. We'll ask them. Maybe they heard some
they were
whispers.
There for sure.
Yeah, we didn't go. Well, this is a busy month ahead.
It was a very busy month, and it's going to be busy for the next, I don't know.
Plus, that kind of leads us to a segue. Plus, you just had a child born. It was what, like 2 days old? You don't want to leave town, a whole bunch, because we're going to have to leave a little bit this coming month.
We got to leave for a Bitcoin.
You got a baby. Some people might be wondering, you got a baby. How old is she at this point? Is
the baby
5 days a week?
5 days? No. 17th. So what is the math there? 15 days?
Okay, 2 weeks old. A fortnight.
Fortnite. Yeah,
Fortnite.
And we got to figure out why they call it that. So if you know why they call it a Fortnite, why don't you drop that in the comments?
It's like
for
that
us.
how long it takes to do a siege?
Or get
Usually?
from one fort to the other, maybe. Maybe that's what
you
it is.
spread them out. You spread them out.
Hey, no, we can only go 2 weeks away because, if you're in battle, you need somebody in a fortnight within 2 weeks to get
Can you
there.
imagine how, we were already super used to the internet. Remember snail mail and
Dude, it was
answering
terrible.
machines? Can you imagine?
You remember
going
not
even
having
worse?
a phone?
Dude, I tweeted out the other day, what the hell were we doing at red lights before? Okay, I read this bumper sticker. Now what? Okay, I'll change the radio station.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah.
No one could ever get a hold of you. You remember that? You didn't
had
know
to
who
meet
called you
people.
until you came home after hours and hit play on the answer
And it'd be
machine.
something like you talk to someone at 2 p.m. Okay, I'll meet you there at 6 hours from now at this place, and we'll just meet there. See you there. You do the pop by, Pop bys were a lot more common.
Just popping in.
Hey,
pop
pop
in.
by.
Being a drug dealer back then was very difficult.
Pager. I had a pager.
Pagers. I had a pager.
Yeah, that's how you had to do it.
That's how you had to do it back then, man.
I mean-
911. Oh, he needs it.
Oh,
411. He's got a question.
yeah. Oh, he's wondering how it looks,
Yeah.
but what it tastes
right.
like.
It tastes
No,
like.
we're gonna teach you how to deal drugs today. No, we're not gonna do that.
No. Yeah. So, anyways, I think what were we?
Oh, the
talking
baby.
about?
You got
The
a baby. You got a baby.
The baby. Yes, she is perfect. She's absolutely perfect. Did I talk? Oh yeah. So I was told she was going to be a giant baby.
Mm-hmm.
Big,
Gargantuan.
I'm thinking. I don't know if you've ever Googled large babies, but it's scary. There are babies that come out, like seals. They just roll over. And,
Heidi Klum's ex. They're
Yeah.
singing about a kiss
face
from a
is all
rose.
jacked up.
I did not know if you were going to go there or you went there.
What is wrong with his face? Let's talk about anyway.
Jesus Christ. I think it's I don't know, man. I think it's an issue he has to deal with.
I love his music. Can I say that? I love Seal's music.
Batman Forever soundtrack.
That was really
great
good.
soundtrack.
I cranked that song on there.
Dude, I love a lot of those songs.
Yeah.
U2 had a good one on there. Seals on there.
That was before U2. It was just I'm over U2 now. It's like Red Hot Chili Peppers. You sound the same. Get over it. It's over. Just
Now,
go die.
all right, let's just go in those waters. How do you think he died? No, I'm just, we don't know. We don't know. It sucks. It was a great band. I grew up loving that band. I'm sorry to hear that.
You talking about Foo?
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh, no, it was the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Foo
thinking of Red
Fighters.
Hot Chili Peppers. You know what? That's like the ultimate band to see live, I think, is Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No,
What's
I
the rock
disagree.
band you would want to see more than, Red Hot? Nickelback. Yeah, Nickelback, of course.
Maroon 5.
Yeah, I want to look at this photograph.
Look at this photo. I don't know. I'm not a big live. I would really have loved to see Sublime live. I think that would have been cool.
I saw Badfish. It was like next best thing. That was many years ago, 15 years ago, probably.
All right, baby. So she's not a baby seal. She ended up being really tiny, and which I would have loved her either way. But it was a relief that I didn't have.
But you love her a little more that she's not.
No, I don't. No, she's perfect. Little tiny thing.
You did the Lion King thing.
I did. Simba.
The Michael Jackson thing.
Yeah,
outside
and
the
I went to
hospital
found a
window.
rock, and I just I went to Stone Mountain actually here in Atlanta. And I just kind of held her over that, and all the people down there were praising her. So, it's gonna be good.
Okay. So does that mean your brother's gonna kill you now?
I've already talked to him about it.
Yeah.
And I said, don't try it.
Yeah.
So,
If you see
she's
him-
the heir. She's the heir, not
All
you.
right. If your brother starts hanging out with hyenas, that's a red flag. Be warned. Watching The View and Whoopi Goldberg, I'd be a little scared. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man.
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Different topic. Is anything on your radar when it comes to NFTs, maybe like new blockchains that you're getting interested in?
Oh,
Yeah.
Great question. Well, before we get into what we're going to be getting in, what we're going to move into, somebody mentioned the other day about Terra. I think I saw on Crypto Stash. Terra is a powerhouse in NFTs, and so I'm.
Well, I mean, Terra ecosystem's blown
Terra,
up. God,
Terra
we should've-
ecosystem.
God, we should have jumped in, and they could have just remained flat in Terra. They could have gone down 10% in Terra value. We'd be way up.
So I'm curious about looking into that one. I saw that mentioned a couple days ago.
Do
this Terra
Quan, reach
NFT.
out. My DMs are open.
Right. But one that we are going to be jumping into head first is going to be XRP NFTs. And who knew, right? Who knew that there were even XRP?
Yeah, a lot
NFTs
cooler
on
than I
XRP?
thought. What I like, it's super early. You know what I mean? Like it's right now the tokens can be fractionalized.
We're in the crypto kitty stage of XRP NFTs.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. We're in crypto kitties, like very, very, very new. Things are about to get big and blow up.
They
with
are.
XRP.
And we're going to be covering projects. So
Yeah,
if
we're
you
gonna
like
try
them-
to educate you on it. Don't worry. We'll when we learn, we'll pass on our knowledge. Shout out to the Zoom app.
Zoom. What is it? Taco?
Zanzibar.
Zanzibar. Zanzibar wallet.
Wait a minute. That is a good name. Zanzibar. I never thought about that. Zanzibars just kind of roll off. You know what I watched?
There's a bar in Destin it closed called Zanzibar.
I watched the downfall of Little Zan the other night. That was pretty
You know
entertaining.
he's sober now?
Is he?
That's
I saw an
What he
Instagram
said.
video. This was like 2 weeks old. It was an Instagram video. He was clearly
he
on
relapsed
pills.
then. He relapsed then, but he was doing some stuff for a while talking about how bad it was being on tour, and he had people that didn't have his best interest, and they got him strung out on these drugs. And now that he's sober, he can see that. And I'm warning everybody: don't eat prescription drugs and overdose. And I didn't know Little Peep died.
Yeah. I
That
barely
was
heard
years
a peep
ago
about
too. I didn't hear a peep about Little Peep.
it. Well, Lil Zan, yeah, all right. So his manager was giving him, drugs.
Yeah.
Do you think he was like, no, you don't have to?
He
Or do you
probably
think
wasn't. He's young, dude.
Where are my bars? I need my Zanny bars now. Yesterday, I need it.
Absolutely was.
Sure, it was. That.
Absolutely was.
At a certain point, you know this from educating people and mentoring people in that space. Responsibility is key. You got to take responsibility for your actions.
Well, it's amount of so I look at recovery and you need a couple of different things. You need maturity, and then you need to hit some consequence. You need to hit some kind of bottom before you can change.
Yeah.
But if you're not mature enough to notice that, hey, I don't want to be in jail for the rest of my life, or I actually want a driver's license one day. If you're not mature enough to see that, then you'll never get sober. Some people, unfortunately, they never get to that point where they are mature enough to say to themselves, I'm tired of being in jail 6 months out of the year, every single year, or I'm tired of spending Christmas in jail, or I'm tired of, missing out on all these things in life, family, birthdays, stuff like that. And they never get to that point. And that's the unfortunate thing. And then eventually you get so screwed up that eventually your brain gives out, and you succumb to that kind of lifestyle and thinking.
Yeah, you're just the zombies in the street at that point.
Yeah, and I'm lucky to be. I've said it before. I'm lucky to be here because I was down there for a while, but a lot of people never make it out, unfortunately.
Maybe even most. What else do we got topics wise? I know we had the hack, we had the merch. I'll let y'all know when I get that
The
merch.
slap. We got to talk about the slap real
The
quick.
slap.
Or
Yeah, we got to talk about the
we'll
slap.
tie it into crypto somehow. I don't know. Oh, they did make a NFT drop about it.
They made a what?
Somebody made an NFT drop.
Yeah,
about
they
that.
got an NFT drop. They got a DAO. They got a coin. I mean, that's the first
Here he
mover
comes.
thing.
He's like, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be classic. And then boom.
Yeah. He slapped the fecal matter out of him, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's overreaction. Obviously, that's not the cool thing to do. He's defending his woman. In his mind, he's just like, you pointed this out to me. He laughed way too hard. Jada's pissed. Okay, I gotta go the other extreme.
I was watching some TikToks about it. All right. And I didn't really think about this, but apparently, and of course, who knows what's real or not? So I'm going to say this. I don't know if it's true.
Snopes.
Apparently, she is a very controlling, like brainwashed Will, and beating him into submission and doing those things, like just really destroying Will Smith mentally to the point where this is what you get. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't get that from Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't think, she's that way. But a lot of people are saying this on TikTok.
Just hearing a lot of people say it.
I'm
So
just saying.
I'm just hearing it. I'm
You know,
hearing
it's
whispers.
just an interesting thing to think about. Well, maybe because like you think of Will Smith as this like really put together, calm, clear thinking. He's given positivity. He's like a Tony Robbins kind of guy, like real, like everything he says is real positive.
He believes in metaphysics.
You change
The
brick by brick
manifestation,
and all that stuff.
saying things, vibrations.
Right.
He believes in all that.
And so when he did this, it's like, what? Will Smith just
One of the
slapped
smartest
him?
things I heard Will Smith say was, you know, I don't do plan Bs. They asked him why. He's like, making a plan B increases the odds plan A will fail.
It's true.
You need to just be all in on something, and you know, you manifest the failure by coming up with, well, if I fail, I'll, you know, this is what I do.
Yeah. What do you think Joyner Lucas thinks about him now?
August Salas is that another rapper?
Well, he wrote that song, Feeling Like Will.
Oh,
You've never heard it?
I'm not a big Joyner Lucas fan.
All right, never mind. That kind of
Isn't he
fell flat then.
English?
No, he's like one of the best lyricists out right now. Joyner
Yeah.
Lewis.
I don't listen to lyricists. I listen to
You
catchy
just-
beats and melody.
Yeah, mumble rap. You like mumble rap?
I do. You know, yeah. Sometimes I don't want to hear a song and then have to think. That's why I'm not the biggest J. Cole fan. You know,
I'm a
I
thinker.
don't want to feel like I got to write a letter from Birmingham jail because I heard a rap verse. And J. Cole, I'm not trying to say I hate J. Cole. I saw J. Cole live a long time ago. I just think he's a little overrated. And
I would agree with that. I do think J. Cole is overrated. I would say that. But
And
I do enjoy lyrically sound, efficient, high quality rappers. I do enjoy that. No, I enjoy just listening to, you know, like Migos, just some real mellow,
Yeah,
dull lyrics.
dumb lyrics.
Stupid.
Yeah, I choose melody over lyrics though all the time. That's why, you know.
I think
said this
there's both though, is what I'm saying. I think there's a mixture of both in there. You can find high quality lyrics with good melody.
You know who's a good example of that is Biggie. Kick in the door, wave in the
Right.
4-4. You know, like
Yeah.
he's introducing
Huge
melody.
lyric, but with really good melody.
Yeah.
You know, Eminem's good at that as well.
Yeah, has a little melody. Will Smith. I mean, I was a fan of. Actually, you know what? All right, so I was kind of young when Wild West came out, or Wild Wild West, but the Men in Black.
Did you get jiggy
huge-
with it? Were you a jiggy
I got
guy?
jiggy with it. No, the Men in Black one. Men in Black. That was a good song. You know, I was jamming that. I was
Here
like
come-
11.
Wait, no, here comes the man. That
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
that was a good one. 11, 12 years old. Listening or thinking about it now, it's a little MC Hammer-esque in how it sounds, but it was the 90s.
Yeah, it was the 90s. Yeah, we heard the toilet flush.
Yeah, y'all might have heard a little flushing noise, but let's flush this topic. What do we got for the next one? Let's swirl into.
Let's wipe that one away.
Oh, we got a little Would You Rather. Oh God,
Is that
they
it?
got
Are we
new ones.
done?
No, they got new Would You Rather's. All right.
Would you rather have 5 half-size clones of yourself or 1 full-size clone of yourself?
Can I ask a question real quick? Are you coming up with these, Taco, or are these like? Is there like a Would You Rather book that you're reading, or is there a Would You Rather website?
I sit at night and I open up my journal and I just think of these and I write them down for you guys.
Half clones. I don't even know what that would look like.
Well, they're not going to be half size, right? Because it's going to be a 3-dimensional object. So I'm guessing, like, I weigh 210. I'm guessing these are little 105-pound Deezys, not 3 foot, because that'd be even smaller. I think I want the 5 because, I just bought a house. I'm going to be, closing in about a month. I'm putting them to work. They're going to work. And I'd be scared the full-size clone will kill me and take over.
That's the thing. But, I mean, you're dealing with human beings here. The word clone, sure, he kind of, dehumanizes them. But these are humans. And so they're going to have the same thoughts. So you got to worry about even the midgets to do it. I mean, they're going to take you out.
Oh, you know what I do?
I don't know if you,
I
little
make 'em
people, I'm
make
sorry
content.
about saying midget. Yeah.
We changed the camera where you can't tell they're a mini version. Give them a small little keyboard, put them in a little desk. Kind of like that Shaq commercial. He's like holding quail eggs.
Like Little Sweet, the Dr. Pepper guy.
Little Penny Hardaway guy. But yeah, I mean, would you be worried about the clone taking over your life? Killing you?
Killing me.
Raising your daughter?
Yeah, I mean, it all
as
depends
its own?
on if he's level-headed or not.
Can you control this clone with your thoughts, or is
I don't
it-
know,
No,
Taco.
who knows?
You made the rules here.
The small ones are going to be a little easier to manage. You can corral them.
Yeah.
I mean, if they jump
What
you.
kind of topic
How
is it?
many half-sized midgets can you take on? Can you take on 2? Can you take on 3?
Yeah.
Can you take on 10?
What are the purpose of these clones? The slaves? What are we doing with these clones here?
All right. If they... I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there. We could go some dark places with
Okay,
this.
so what's your final answer?
I'm just wondering, is it okay?
5 little people.
Yeah, I'm going with the 5.
Okay. All right. Next one.
All right. Hold up, real quick. All right, you shower at the same time they wash your back. Is it sus? That's all I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you had a twin, would you want to take a shower with him?
Hell no. But it's a clone, so it's a little different.
Why?
Because it's like from that, it is you. It's new. You didn't grow up with it, You could kill it. You'd feel all right, I think. Maybe that's okay.
I think it's bad.
I'd feel bad if I killed my clone, okay? I'm not saying it's...
If you kill your clone, is it murder?
You made it. What do parents say all the time? I brought you into this world, I'll take you out.
Yeah, but it's still murder if they kill you.
True. Okay, you got me there. All right, does a clone have a soul?
That's what we got to figure out. When does clone life start?
In the
see
beaker,
where I'm going?
In the beaker.
You see where I'm going with this?
The second one body cell, duplicates to the second cell. Or is it like when a heart starts beating? Is that an embryonic sac?
All right, let's see if we go further. When is it? Where do you draw the line with destroying a clone? Like how old can a clone be?
Okay, you know what? If it's
Are you pro clone life?
No, here's the thing. If it's 1/100th, I stomp on those things like cockroaches. But when they start getting bigger, you know what I mean? Because like the mess that your shoe sees is going to affect how you feel. You ever kill a big insect and it's like, you're like, oh man, that was like a creature. You kill like
sticky.
You kill a gnat. I'll swap 20 of them and feel nothing. But like, you stomp on a little mini Deezy, I ain't gonna feel bad. But when I start hearing bones crunch, I'm like, I feel like I killed a baby bird.
Yeah, those birds, man.
All right, next question. Would you rather use hot sauce as eye drops or sandpaper as toilet paper?
Jeez. You got to wipe until it's clean? Or is it a one
now,
wiper?
do you get to change grit? You start
with the 80. You work.
Start moving down. Next thing, you got a shiny butthole. Smooth as a baby's bottom. I mean, the hot sauce seems pretty terrible. Okay, here's the thing. The hot sauce, it's in your eyeball. There's nothing you can do. It's out of your hands. The wiping with sandpaper, you can wipe lightly, Now, do you have like a external agent wiping for you to like keep, hey, no, you're putting pressure on the anus here. Like, spread them. And they come in hard. Because I'm going to fake it. I'm going to like give it a little tap. Be like,
here's the deal. It's a trade-off for that. So if you wipe softly, it's more wipes to get clean. Where if you take that hard wipe at the beginning,
yeah, you go in super hard.
I'm going hot sauce because once it's in there, it burns. It's out. Yeah. After the fact, once you've like raked it raw, it's going to hurt for like a week.
Yeah.
So are you going to deal with an hour worth of pain with hot sauce to the eye, or are you going to deal with a week's worth?
Yeah, you're limping around like American History X.
Yeah, Pampers.
I mean, you probably don't even want to wipe at that point. But I mean, if you go really, really fine, it might not hurt that much.
But it's multiple wipes.
Yeah, you're right.
Multiple wipes. That's what you got to remember about that.
Now, if you get like a long spool of it, like you can do like one long wipe with it.
It's still friction the whole way down.
Yeah, still same amount of inches of sandpaper, crossing the surface area, I guess. I mean, you put it that way, a week of pain or, an hour. I guess the hot sauce. But I feel like the wiping with sandpaper would hurt less, but like that eye drop is just going to burn so bad. But then you're right, it'll go away. Just got to grin and bear it.
After an hour, you're good. Where it's a week worth.
God, can you imagine being a caveman? Do you wipe back then or you using pine
cones? You don't
cones?
wipe, and I think that's why they were so hairy. Because I think that's supposed to help with all that.
I would think almost the opposite.
I don't think so.
I don't know. You ever have a cat and it just has like
dogs don't wipe
clumps on their.
Sometimes they do though. They do that.
Yeah, they do that.
Hind leg up and run.
Yeah,
they do that. Yeah.
They'll do it on carpets and stuff.
Cats lick.
Yeah, that's way worse.
Yeah, I'm not licking.
Oh, no, I'm not team lick. I'm not team lick there.
Eye drop.
Reluctant eye drop. All right. That's a good one. I like the clone question, though. I'll be thinking about that one for like a year. What kind of clone would I want?
What if your clones team up and try and kill you?
I assume they will. right?
Yeah. Well, it'd be like, what's that movie? All the kids on an island.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, it'd be a Lord of the Flies situation. One clone at the end will reign supreme, kill everybody, you included. There's the master clone.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do with your clones though? You got 5 mini clones. What are you doing? Are you letting them live their lives, or are you like you're
What was that?
you're a slave master?
They could be your NFT snipers and
Be your
researchers.
NFTs.
You can make them grind whitelist. Just, all right, you're in this Discord all day. You get up to level 20, then you can use the bathroom.
Can make them play these games, rank up.
I'll give you toilet paper instead of sandpaper this time.
I don't know what I would do with my clone. I mean, I feel like it all depends if my clone is like subservient, like listens to me, yes sir, no sir, or if it talks back, or if it's out its own mind, it's going to go do what it wants to do.
Yeah.
Maybe it wants to go be a
Maybe
doctor.
it's born with this like sense of wonderment, kind of like a Decker, old intern we used to
Yeah.
have. It's like,
like Elf, like the movie Elf.
yeah,
Will
yeah.
Ferrell. And
Not a
Elf.
jaded like evil imp or something. I've seen it all.
Yeah. No. Not Tyrion.
Yeah. All right. Is there an outro or something? What are we doing here? That is it.
All right.
All right.
That is off the cuff.
Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. I know the days have been off. We're going to try to get to a normal schedule. I think we might start filming on Mondays and get it out on a Tuesday. Today we're filming on a Wednesday. Hopefully this will be out on a Thursday. So, yeah, we'll keep you up to date, and we'll keep it off the cuff.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe I'll be in my Bored Ape merch.
Yeah, Taco 2, the poser.
We'll slap a sign on his back.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Oh, yeah.